Hello and welcome back to another episode of Teaching Partner. Today we are going to explore the 7 stages of the assessment cycle. This is a crucial process for educators to ensure effective learning. Let's take a topic of photosynthesis as a model example. Stage number 1. Define and redefine learning objectives. This is where we decide what the student should learn. For example, in a science class, an objective could be understand the process of photosynthesis. Stage number 2. Select and design learning activities. This could be designing a lab experiment where students can observe photosynthesis in action. Number 3. Implement activities and measures. This is when we carry out the planned activities in the classroom. An example of a class activity for photosynthesis could be a hands-on experiment where students use spinach leaves to demonstrate the production of oxygen during photosynthesis and measure the students' performance. Stage number 4. Gather evidence, data and reflection. Here we collect students' lab reports and their reflections on the experiment. For instance, students may note the color changes in the leaves and the rate of bubble formation during the experiment and reflect on how these observations relate to the concept of photosynthesis. Stage number 5. Analyze and evaluate. We assess the students' understanding based on their reports and reflections. For example, we analyze the correlation between the observation recorded in the lab reports and the concept of photosynthesis, and evaluate the depth of understanding demonstrated in the students' reflection regarding the experimental outcomes. Stage number 6. Identify gaps in what was intended and what was achieved. Maybe some student didn't fully grasp the concept of photosynthesis. This could be identified through discrepancies between the expected level of understanding and the actual comprehension demonstrated in the student's reflection and report. Finally, stage number 7. Make decisions, implementing pedagogical, curricular changes or programmatic change. This could mean revisiting the topic or trying a different teaching approach. For example, if a significant number of students struggled to grasp the process of photosynthesis, we might introduce interactive digital simulations or conduct a field trip to a botanical garden to provide a more immersive learning experience, thereby enhancing their comprehension and interest in the topic. And that's the assessment cycle. It's a continuous process of improvement to ensure effective learning. So that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope this video is very useful for you. So thank you very much. If you have any question, query, or you need any support for making a decision, don't hesitate to write an email to theteachingpartner@gmail.com. Thank you very much and see you in the next video. Goodbye.